Good morning, students. We are discussing your third chapter, that is electrochemistry, and today we are going to discuss the topic measurement of the conductivity of ionic solution. So, how to measure the conductivity in case of a ionic solution? So, earlier we have got one relation in between the resistance, resistivity, and L by A. So, what is that? That R is equal to rho L by A. We know that R is equal to rho L by A, or R will be equal to 1 by kappa L by A. R equal to rho means 1 by kappa L by A, or kappa, that will be equal to kappa, if you bring it to this side, then L by A divided by R. So now if you know the value of L by A and the resistance R, then the conductivity kappa can be measured. So the conductivity kappa can be measured by measuring L by A and the resistance R. But in case of ionic solution, it is not convenient to measure L and A, and also to measure resistance R, as a solution cannot be connected through Wheatstone bridge. So resistance that is measured in case of a conductor, the resistance is measured by connecting it through Wheatstone bridge. That already you have got in physics. And to measure L by A also in case of a ionic solutions, that is not convenient. It is difficult actually. So to overcome this problem, we have to design a special vessel. That means we have to design a special vessel that is called conductivity cell. So this is one design conductivity cell, and with the help of this conductivity cell we can measure the kappa. So today we will learn how kappa means the conductivity is measured taking the help of a conductivity cell in case of ionic solution. So this is one design conductivity cell. Here in the 2N platinum electrodes are here, and this 2N is connected through a connecting wire, which can be connected through that of the Wheatstone bridge for the purpose of measuring resistance. So now we can take inside this vessel the electrolytic solution whose conductivity has to be measured, or electrolytic solution whose conductivity is already measured. So any kind of electrolytic solution or ionic solution we can take in this vessel or in this conductivity cell, and accordingly we will get one column of that ionic solution having specific length L and a specific cross section area A. But since it is a liquid, directly we will not measure the length L or the cross section area A. So now how will measure the L by A for this conductivity cell, that we have to know first. So what we will do, at first we take one known solution in the conductivity cell, that is generally potassium chloride solution. Its conductivity is known. So we will first take the known solution, that is potassium chloride. Its conductivity is known, and then it is connected through Wheatstone bridge, and thereby resistance R is measured. So if you measure the conductivity of the ionic solution, that is kappa, or it is known, and if you can measure the resistance of the solution through Wheatstone bridge, then we can measure the L by A for this conductivity cell. So why? You see here that R is equal to rho L by A or R is equal to 1 by kappa L by A. That means L by A, that will be equal to R into kappa. So L by A, that is equal to kappa into R. So kappa, that is known for KCl solution. That means initially we will take one ionic solution whose kappa is known. So that is potassium chloride solution, its kappa is known. Then we measure R by connecting this conductivity cell through Wheatstone bridge. So R is measured through Wheatstone bridge. And if you know the measure R and if you know the kappa value, then you can measure the L by A. So this is a constant for this conductivity cell. So we call it is a cell constant. So first we will measure the cell constant. That means by taking one known solution, means whose kappa is known, and by measuring R through that of the Wheatstone bridge. So that means at first a known solution, KCl solution, whose kappa is known, is taken in the conductivity cell, and R of the cell is measured, connecting it through Wheatstone bridge, and thus L by A, now it will be calling as a cell constant for this particular conductivity cell, is measured. So at first we measure the cell constant, then to measure the kappa of an unknown ionic solution, we take that ionic solution in that conductivity cell whose cell constant is measured, and again the resistance of that unknown ionic solution is measured through that of the Wheatstone bridge, and accordingly we can measure the kappa. That means what you see here in the next case, so in the next, the solution whose conductivity kappa is to be measured is taken in the conductivity cell whose cell constant L by A is already measured by taking a known solution, that is potassium chloride solution. That means you see in the next case we are to take the ionic solution whose conductivity is to be measured in the same conductivity cell whose cell constant is already measured by taking a known solution, means whose conductivity is already known, and the resistance R of the solution is measured through Wheatstone bridge. That means after taking that ionic solution we have to measure the resistance through Wheatstone bridge. Thus the kappa, means conductivity for the solution, can be calculated as how? That kappa is equal to L by A divided by R, resistance. Means you see here R is equal to 1 by kappa into L by A. So if you bring kappa this side, then L by A by R. So that means kappa, that will be equal to L by A R, means cell constant divided by resistance. So that means in the next case actually what we do, we take the ionic solution whose conductivity is to be measured in the conductivity cell, whose cell constant, means L by A, is already measured by taking a known solution, means whose conductivity is known, that is potassium chloride solution, and then after taking this ionic solution whose conductivity is to be measured in the conductivity cell, that is connected through Wheatstone bridge, and that R is measured. That means in the next case, to measure the kappa of the unknown ionic solution, it is kept in the conductivity cell whose cell constant L by A is already measured, and it is connected through Wheatstone bridge to measure the resistance R. That is, the conductivity of unknown solution is equal to cell constant divided by resistance. So this way we can measure the conductivity of an unknown solution. So it is done in two steps. Again I am repeating. The two-step means that in the first step we have to measure the cell constants. How we measure the cell constant? For this purpose we have to take one known solution. Known solution means whose conductivity is known, and that is potassium chloride solution. So a known solution, potassium chloride solution, is taken here, and its resistance is measured through that of the Wheatstone bridge. So accordingly, from the known kappa and the measured resistance, the cell constant for the conductivity cell, the cell constant is measured. In the next step, we will take the unknown solution there. Unknown solution means whose conductivity is to be measured. Now here already cell constant is measured, and now after measuring the resistance of this unknown solution through the Wheatstone bridge, we can measure the conductivity of the solution. That conductivity of the solution, cell constant divided by resistance of that solution. So this way we can measure the conductivity of unknown solution, and it will be very clear if you do one numericals. So definitely we will do one numericals in the next class, of course. So this is how to measure the conductivity of unknown solution. So this is for today. Thank you.